So in our last Silver Surfer breakdown video, we discussed issue number 48. Mr. Mob7GZ left a comment on that one. He says, man, this issue seems so damn good and intense. This is Jim Starlin at his best. I'm on eBay right now about to buy this issue. Thanks, guys.
Ooh, thank you for posting a comment. And that's a good issue to pick up. Silver Surfer, 48. He has a one-on-one with Galactus and essentially gets his soul back since the first time he was released in the first place.
Exactly, since his initial creation.
Well put, well put. And we're moving on to Silver Surfer issue number 49. Silver Surfer is heading back to Earth. He's got to go tell everybody that Thanos is coming. Still, he's been on this task for quite a while. And where does this guide in the Overstreet price guide, Ryan?
Ooh, the Bible. The Bible says Silver Surfer number 49. Near mint minus goes for $6.
Ooh, an affordable book. Silver Surfer heading back to Earth. But before we get to that, we have to meet up with Drax and the Elders. First page spread of Drax looking super depressed.
I identify with Drax sometimes, and this is one of the times he just doesn't know what's going on.
Drax is not doing well, guys. He just broke out of the Soul Gem.
Right.
Silver Surfer's like, I gotta go see Galactus. You need to go let everyone know. I'll meet you back there. People are about to die. The galaxy's in peril. Go tell everyone. Drax gets back and he's like, what? Wait, what day is it? Shoot. It's like he had too many things to drink or something.
I guess he flew for a really, really, really long distance and forgot everything he was supposed to tell anybody.
You got Mentor?
Thanos' dad, yeah. You got Thanos' brother.
And they're just like, Drax, what's going on?
Last time we saw you guys, there was some serious stuff going on, and now just one of you is back.
Is Silver Surfer dead? Like, what's going on? And he can't remember.
Not a thing.
Yeah, so we're just seeing more ups and downs with his intelligence. He's clearly back for the sole purpose of violence, to kill Thanos, not to grow mentally again. So I'm hoping we see Drax, grow a bit more in this story because he's a really cool character. But right now he is kind of becoming a burden.
It's kind of sad.
And it is sad. And where is Thanos in this whole situation?
Thanos is off wherever his lair is, his secret base that he's hanging out at with Mephisto. They're both just sitting there, and Thanos was actually my favorite panel in this issue when you first see Thanos and he's just...
What panel is this?
It was on page 5.
Okay.
First panel.
First panel.
It looks like a cover, honestly.
Oh, when he's holding the... Yeah.
He's got like fire in his hand, but it's like a screen that he's watching Silver Surfer in the flames.
Yeah, he can really do anything now. Silver Surfer's got to be traveling faster than the speed of light, and he essentially has an HD camera as good as our cameras right now. And yeah, he's just checking out Silver Surfer, kind of laughing at him like, oh, you're going back to Earth?
The fool.
What a fool.
I know what I'll do, because this is the one guy that can ruin my plan. Instead of just blinking him out of existence, I'm going to travel over to this planet full of monkeys with flat tops, change one of them into like a giant dragon monkey, put that guy on a planet in Silver Surfer's path, have him slaughter everybody on that planet.
Lots of murder, please.
Yes, let's just do that. And then hope that Silver Surfer decides to come stop and check it out. They get in a fight. That's how I'll stop Silver Surfer.
Yeah, he's instead of hurting Silver Surfer, instead of just killing him, because he says he could just do it, he's telling Mephisto, no, I want to, if we're going to kill Silver Surfer, I want to watch his eyes turn.
Yeah, I want to be the one to choke him out.
Yeah, so, and by the way, Mephisto's gone full Dwight Schrute now.
Oh, yeah.
This issue is the first appearance of Dwight Schrute in comics because Thanos is 100% treating him like a lackey. He even calls him a lackey.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Anything you say, sir. What should we do next?
Well, you tell me, great Thanos. What should we do? Wielder of the gauntlet. It's pretty funny. And yeah, Thanos just creates this creature, gives him some of his power. This little baby creature gets some of Thanos' power, turns into this monster, and yeah, there's a really cool introduction to the planet because that's what this creature's been doing at for the duration of this time as Silver Surfer's approaching the planet. He's just been going on a rampage.
Killing everything.
You see Silver Surfer arrive at this planet, and you see this corpse. Grotesque. This has been probably the most, aside from maybe Thanos Quest,
yeah,
the most grotesque imagery that we've seen in the saga yet. Someone who has been impaled from the middle of their back through their shirt. Their shirt is actually not cut through, though. You notice that?
Yeah, so you don't quite see the penetration, so to speak.
But this guy's flat on this
he's dead.
Metal jagged piece, and
clearly
it is
impaled.
Bad. It looks terrible. Even Silver Surfer's like, whoa, what happened here? I have a conscience now. I have to see what's going on.
I gotta stop my original plan yet again. Go check out what's going on here on this planet, because I couldn't live with myself if I flew past this scene of chaos.
So they go through this huge brawl. And one thing that's interesting about this is that you notice that the creature is more powerful than Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah. He comments frequently throughout the fight, like, this is the craziest, strongest thing I've ever fought, and I'm screwed. Like,
that's all it took. Thanos, a little bit of Thanos' power to a random, like, little mammal, like little monkey.
Yep.
Essentially.
24 hours even. Not even.
That's key. Thanos goes out of his way to say that this is only going to be 24 hours of power. Then it's going to revert back. And if it wasn't for that fact, Silver Surfer would have been dead.
Yeah, he had him on the ropes.
His mouth was about to, like, that creature was about to eat Silver Surfer.
He's got Silver Surfer right in his hand, and he's shrinking. He just suddenly starts to shrink and change back into his original monkey form.
Just in the nick of time.
Literally, yeah. And Silver Surfer decides to, like, now he decides to get back on track with his original mission. Like, I don't need to solve this mystery any further. I'm going to go back and focus and do what I'm supposed to do.
He's got to hurry. He already thinks that he's wasted time seeing Galactus.
Yeah, and now he's wasted even more time.
So then we pick up with Thanos because he shows up on this planet with Mephisto just to kind of talk more shit about Silver Surfer.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And he actually has a little heart-to-heart with this creature. He says that, hey, this is a obedient little fellow. But nonetheless, it's meaningless. It's just a little ant, essentially.
One more soul in the universe he's got to get rid of.
On this page, there are 2 panels. You have to, like, point out this is some very good pacing in comic books. We have one panel where he's talking about the creature and kind of giving it kudos for doing what its task was to do, which was to just screw at Silver Surfer, make him scared,
wasn't even supposed to win. Probably.
No, he would have had it go 26 hours if that was the case, or 25 hours. But in this panel, you see the creature and you see Thanos' boot. You notice that? Just enough of it.
Just enough to give you a hint of what's about to happen.
Because there's a shot of them walking away, Mephisto and Thanos walking away from the creature. And then the last panel, you actually see what happened to the creature.
Camera pans down. You see a little dead bloody monkey on the ground.
And you see a boot.
Yeah, you see the footprints
and,
walking away.
And one of the footprints is bloody as well. So Thanos stomped this monkey to death.
Yep, just decided to scrunch him up for no good reason, really.
And that's another thing to point out. For no good reason. You mentioned earlier that we're seeing characters kind of change mentally, kind of like Drax.
Yeah, Drax is going through some kind of weird mental breakdown in a sense.
When we first started this coverage with issue number 34, do you remember what you said about Thanos' plan?
Yeah, actually, that it made some kind of sense in a weird, demented, crazy, psychotic way.
Kind of like the movie version of Thanos.
You could empathize with him, and if you don't agree, then you can at least see where he's coming from, and that he has some kind of point, in a sense.
That's kind of how it felt in issue 34, but now he's killing for no reason. He didn't have to stomp that monkey.
Yeah.
He wanted to feel that monkey's bones crush underneath his foot.
That's a whole nother layer to it, too. He could have used the gauntlet in any number of ways to get rid of this monkey, but he did it the old-fashioned way.
I'm curious, is Thanos changing because he's drunk off power, or is Thanos changing because maybe the gauntlet is impacting him mentally? I'm curious. What does the audience think? Put your answers in the comment section below.
That'll be a fun section to read.
Oh, I agree. It's going to be fun. Then we move on to my favorite part of this issue. The last page. Holy crap, do we have a flashback, Ryan?
Yeah, 14 years.
14 freaking years. We see Thanos in stone. Where was the last time we've seen this image, Ryan?
Yeah, definitely. I noticed. I remembered seeing that exact same pose that he makes.
This is a classic Thanos pose.
It is.
Where is it from?
From the Marvel 2-in-1, annual number 2, from like 1977. Back when Thanos originally died. Adam Warlock killed him and he turned him to stone, basically.
This is that statue. This is Thanos.
So
what is going on?
He had died. He'd kind of like turned to stone at that point. So I guess they took his stone corpse and just put it in the basement. And when issue 34 rolled around and Death resurrected Thanos, he had been given like a new body.
This is the same Thanos, but this is his old body.
Yes, his old body with presumably no soul inside of it.
Interesting. And it says at the bottom, Gollum. So this is the first appearance potentially of Gollum, or the corpse of Gollum, because he doesn't seem to be alive yet. But we know in Silver Surfer 50, we're going to see him make an appearance. So you're going to want to stay tuned.
That's going to be a fun one. Jim Starlin comes back for Silver Surfer 50.
By the way, that Marvel 2-in-1, that guide's for right around $100. It's a major key.
Big time.
And it is an excellent book. And it's super cool to see this flashback to that. I wasn't expecting it. And I'm sure our audience wasn't expecting it either. Because, you know, this is a random issue of Silver Surfer before the main event.
Exactly. It's a pretty deep reference to make, too.
Mm-hmm. But one that we're making because we're breaking down the issues.
Because we care.
As always,
don't forget to geek responsibly.
Enough said. If you want to get merch, help support the podcast, you can go to geekstreet101.com.